Well, joining us tonight, Mr. GVL Rao of the BJP and Mr. Mohan Guruswamy, the chairman for the Centre for Policy Alternatives. We'll be joined by the Congress party in just a little while. But Mr. Guruswamy, what do you think first of this survey? The Prime Minister is so happy with it that he read it out to his cabinet at the cabinet meeting this evening. This is, of course, his app. 5 lakh respondents in the last 24 hours, 2,000 locations around the world. They say 93% of them from India, and overwhelmingly the response here is positive. Does it really represent, you think, the mood or a section of the mood?
Well, certainly I don't take it seriously because
you don't take it seriously
because the way it was framed, the questions, and and it's his app, and his admirers come to visit his app and see him in action. So that is expected. I'm surprised that he didn't get 100% or 99%, but so I don't take it seriously. But I would assume that there is a body of support for him. First stage, that people feel that he has taken a dynamic step, a radical step. But radical steps also could misfire. And he hadn't obviously prepared the implementation well. They didn't anticipate all these problems, or maybe they said some kind of problem, will weather it over, and it's not working. It's kind of hit people who are affected very badly. So I think we still have to wait and watch as the pain settles in, as people start paying the price for it. Apart from the people who lost their daily wage labor, there are others who are going to suffer losses. Like the perishables will get destroyed in shops.
We're going to just talk about that impact. Mr. GVL Rao, Mr. Mohan Guruswamy says he doesn't take the survey too seriously because it's from Mr. Modi's, largely from Mr. Modi's admirers, although he admits that there are many who do support the demonetisation move.
No, I think first of all, I want your viewers to know that Prime Minister has a large number of followers who are not necessarily the committed. They do it, they follow him on Facebook, they follow him, good number of them follow him on Twitter, just to really know what he is saying. So a large number of people who have downloaded the app also I think would not necessarily be politically inclined with the BJP or with the Prime Minister personally. But what is important for us to look at the anecdotal experience that is available to us from various sources and some other straw polls that have also been carried out. They all converge in one direction. That is what gives you confidence in any survey. I think we have our own experiences. Media
How do they all converge in one direction though, Mr. Rao? They don't. The fact is that, of course, you have a lot of support for the note ban, but there are also people, I mean, go and talk to farmers and daily wage laborers who've lost their jobs, women who are standing in line. If you go to rural India, let's go beyond cities. The picture is still, is a very serious picture. It's very grim. There could be a huge economic impact. So I'm only asking that, is there a danger that, you're glossing over because of this survey, perhaps, the part that you don't want to hear?
No, I think we are, as a political party, we are on test every day. And we had bi-poll results that have come in yesterday, which validate our own perception, our understanding. Even in a state like West Bengal, where we were an also ran party, we actually have moved to the number 2 position in Bengal. And we have retained all our seats. We have actually even taken seats from the Congress in states like Arunachal Pradesh. So you cannot look at any survey in isolation. When you look at all the trends, they all converge. There is certainly inconvenience to the people, but despite inconvenience, overwhelming support for the policy, for the decision of the Prime Minister, because people truly believe this is a frontal attack against corruption and black money. That is where the real support is coming from.
If you so you're citing the bi-poll results and the online survey, they're citing that as the reason why they believe that there is
anecdotal experiences
and anecdotal experience. But also, I'm telling you there is the other side as well, Mr. Guruswamy.
I think the states where the ruling parties have retained all their seats, West Bengal.
So you don't read too much into the
So I don't see too much in that, and there are small elections where a lot of focus. And Arunachal Pradesh come really, you can't cite this as evidence. There's 700, 800 voting strengths out there. So I think if you look at if Kejriwal has a site of the app of his, I don't know, and ask the same question, you know, I suppose he would get overwhelming 90% saying that we don't like it, because generally it's followers who and believers who go to the apps of their.
But Mr. Rao, let me though ask you, what about people who don't have smartphones and don't have this app? There are lots of people who don't. The internet penetration isn't great in this country. So I'm only asking, does the survey necessarily reflect the entire picture?
No, Nidhi, certainly this survey represents people who have smartphones and who have mobile, who have downloaded the app. I think as someone has been, I have been a pollster myself, so I would really tell you the truth about it. But the important thing that needs to be noted is that our political supporters, people who have liked us, do not necessarily mean they would support us if they have personally taken a hit. I think just imagine somebody who has been adversely affected by this policy, would he still go and support us on this poll because he's been a faithful for the BJP? That's a question needs to be asked. I think you yourself have been saying the other day, a number of core support voters of the BJP might actually get alienated because of this policy. So this is a reaffirmation that all those who have liked us in the past, at least you could say that, at least all those who liked us in the past are giving an overwhelming thumbs up to our.
Well, that's a way to look at it. That is a
move.
way to look at it. Jaiveer Shergill of the Congress
No,
issued
and
a
also-
statement. Yeah, I just want to ask the Congress, because the Congress issued a statement actually questioning the entire online survey, and of course you've questioned the results. But what exactly are you questioning, Jaiveer? One gets a sense. Are you suggesting that it was, tampered with, or it wasn't an entirely honest survey? What's the Congress trying to say?
Nidhi, firstly, I'd like to apologize for joining late. There was some technical issue at my own house. Now coming to the app. I think this PM's entire app, feedback through app is a hogwash and does not reflect the ground reality. And there are three reasons. Only 17% of the Indian population uses a smartphone. What about the other 83%? Has the Prime Minister forgotten? Only 9% of the rural India uses smartphone. What happened to the other 91%? So the BJP has locked itself in a palace of mirrors, refusing to see ground reality. Now the fact that BJP, the Prime Minister's own adopted village, Jaipur, ATM is not working since 9th of November, tells you the horrific ground story. Now coming to the structure of the app, Nidhi. The app is some kind of a Machiavellian feedback form which only allows you to answer what they want to hear. Is there a single question there which says, do you approve or disapprove of demonetization? No. It says, do you want to fight against black money? Even I want to say yes. Does it ask you, how much did you have to wait in a queue? Did it ask you, did you lose a personal life for not having money? Today, a farmer committed suicide in Majipura, Punjab, because he could not accumulate money for his daughter's wedding because of this. Now, are you telling me the true feedback from India is being reflected through app?